Okay, this is Mrs. Shepherd. I'm going to show you some of the features of Microsoft Word. So you can see I have opened up a Word document or the Word program, and I'm going to click blank document. Okay, and there's some things we need to do before we even start typing. So you are going to first look at your font, which is right up here. You can see we got Calibri right here, right now, which is one of the options you have. You do have a limited number of print fonts that you are allowed to use. One of them is Times New Roman. So I'm going to go ahead and click Times New Roman. So that's how you change your font. You cannot use any of those fancy fonts that are listed there. It does have to be a print font. Next thing, I'm going to adjust the size. So I'm going to click this arrow over here and change this from 11 to 12 because we're going to have a size 12 font. Next, we're going to look at color, which is right here. Right now it's red, so I do need to change this over to black. So you are not writing in different colors. It does need to be printed in black. Okay, so all that's set up. So you don't need to worry about bold, italics, underlining. Don't have to worry about that right now. So we're going to go over and look at the paragraph now. It's right here in the middle. I'm going to click this arrow right here in the corner. And I'm going to go down here to line spacing. So I'm going to change that from multiple to double. Yours might be different, but you definitely do want it as double. So I'm going to press OK. And everything's set up, so now I can start typing. So I'm just going to go ahead and type something. And I'm going to make a mistake so you can see what happens when it's alerting you to a spelling mistake. So you can see it underlined it in squiggly red. So I'm going to go back over there and click. If you right click it, it will give you some options. So I went ahead and did it that way. Now, the only thing I will caution you about with the spell check, that sometimes it will not spell check certain words, especially if they're actually words. So for example, we confuse two, and two a lot. So I'm going to misspell that one next. So you can see it didn't give me that squiggly red line. So those kinds of things you do need to watch out for. And you can see sometimes it even will automatically fix it for me like it just did with the word there. Okay, you see I went to the next line and it did double spacing for me. So I don't even have to worry about that anymore since it's part of the program. I'm trying to show you another one. You can see misspelling words now. Sometimes it will not pick up spelling mistakes if it's actually another word. So I'm going to go back and fix these now. So later on, after you're done drafting, you will have to make sure you go back. You can't the spell check is a great tool. It's not always entirely reliable, so you do need to keep an eye out for that. Now, if I want to go to a new paragraph, in fact, I forgot to indent up here. All I do to indent is tab. And once you do it once, you see that little icon pop up. Now it's going to do it for you. So I'm going to do this. And there you go. I don't even have to worry about indenting anymore. So I'm just going to write some letters for the sake of time. Because it's still double spacing. And when I want to start a new paragraph, it's going to help me with that. Okay. All right, so now I'm going to show you how to save. So I'm going to go over here to File, and I'm going to Save As. Okay, now I always suggest you either save this to the desktop or to an English folder that you know where it's at. Do not trust the computer to save this where you want it to be saved. Computers will save things in strange spots. You'll never be able to find it again. So make sure that you're specifically telling it where to save it. Now, the name of it, always suggest you put in your name and the assignment name. Make sure it is being saved as Word. So you want a DOC or DOCX file. Both of those are Microsoft Word documents. So I'm going to go ahead and save. The other thing I would suggest is that every few minutes you click this icon of this disk up here, so it will keep saving it for you, because if it shuts down suddenly, if you lose electricity, you could lose. There is an auto recover feature, but it's not always reliable. So I always emphasize, make sure you save every few minutes just to make sure everything is good to go. So those are some basic features of Microsoft Word.